Let's stay in the story of Trayvon,
Okay.
because it was such a moment where so many people were paying attention. And in those moments, things can be deeply present, and you don't actually ever build power, right? And when we mistake presence and visibility and awareness for power, we can think something has happened that hasn't actually happened. We can think that people now saying that they care and justice for Trayvon means that the floor will be raised and the ceiling will be pushed up. But that's not necessarily the case. So in a situation like that, we then have to look at sort of what are the narrative structures that are upholding this story. And then you can look at entertainment media, right? You can look at crime TV shows. You can look at all of these sort of stories that get delivered for profit into our homes that inform people who then serve on a jury about sort of who they should be afraid of, that normalize the injustice and make people feel like maybe a vigilante is an okay thing. We can think about news media, and then you can think about what is the strategy around news media. And in that situation, you can perhaps start looking at the way that news media highlights crime compared to the actual crime rates. Where do they show crime happening?
What kind of crime?
What kind of crime? Then you can also look at perhaps who are the corporate forces upholding these sort of issues? Who's pushing laws like Stand Your Ground? All of those can be very public narrative campaigns that give the ability for everyday people to get involved, to take action, to raise their voice, thereby giving them an experience in the process of both understanding sort of that these are not this is not an unfortunate situation, it's an unjust situation, and that it's not simply about charity for Trayvon or fixing Trayvon. It is about dismantling and taking on the structures that created the harm in the first place.